Good evening and welcome to another exciting matchup in the Axis Football League. The storyline for today's game surrounds how evenly matched these teams are. There has been a lot of speculation on how either side will be able to win this one. Either of these teams could bring home the victory today, but let's see who wants it more. The kicker sends this one deep into the end zone. The kickoff is fielded. Shakes off the first tackle, and he's brought to the turf. San Antonio makes their way up to the line. Player in motion. Davis hands it off. And the tackle is made. That's good for a gain of 4. The offense comes in with 2 receivers. Davis back to pass. He sees a target over the middle, and it's dropped by the offense. Incomplete. San Antonio sets up on 3rd down. Player in motion from the backfield. Davis back to pass. Got 2 hands on it. Complete. The tackle is made. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. A fresh set of downs for San Antonio. Davis hands it off, and Moss with the tackle. They'll lose a couple yards there. 5th play of the drive. Pitch right to the runner. And Moss with the tackle. That will go for about 8 yards. 3rd down, 14 yards to go. He fakes the handoff, and he'll be sacked in the backfield. Loss of 9. The punt team makes its way up the line. The punt's away. And the punt goes into the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 20. 1st and 10 for the offense. Player in motion from the backfield. He drops back into the pocket. Launches one deep down the left side of the field. And it's knocked away by the defense. A single back set for the offense. He drops back to pass. He throws it deep along the sideline. And it's knocked away by the defense. 3rd and 10 for the offense. QB back to pass. Tyler with the reception. And he's immediately brought down. A huge gain by the offense. 4th play of the drive. The receiver goes into motion. QB back to pass. Play action fake. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Operating from under center. And Allen gets a hold of him for the sack. That will be a loss of 5. Minnesota sets up on 3rd down. He steps back to pass. The pass is knocked down, incomplete. Looks like we've got an injured player down on the field. The offense sets up to punt one away. He makes the punt. The punt is caught. Tackled after returning it up near the 25-yard line. San Antonio getting set to start off this drive. Left side handoff. And down he goes. That brings up second down. Expecting pass, the defense lines up with 6 defensive backs. Player in motion to the left. There's a penalty flag on the field. They're going to get the offense for a false start here, and they'll take the penalty. Second down, 12 yards to go. Off tackle run to the outside. Tackle made by Atkins. Gain of 10 on the play. Fourth play of the drive. Davis hands it off. And the tackle is made. Gain of 6 on the play. San Antonio makes their way up to the line. Davis hands it off. And down he goes. Gain of 9 on the play. The offense comes in with 2 receivers. Player in motion. He makes the inside handoff. And he's wrestled to the ground. Loss of 4. 2 backs for the offense. Davis tosses it up. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. The offense sets up to punt one away. He makes the punt. The punt will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Minnesota getting set to start off this drive. Hand off to Clark. The defender can't bring him down. Allen brings him down. Gain of 6 on the play. Minnesota makes their way to the line here on second down. Dropping back. And he'll be sacked in the backfield. Loss of 9. Steps into the pocket. And he's hit right away and taken down. Gain of 16 on the play. A fresh set of downs from Minnesota. That signals the end of the first quarter. Both teams still sitting at 0. First and 10. Steps into the pocket. Play action pass. Flings one. Kyler with the reception. And down he goes. Gain of 10 on the play. 5th play of the drive. Hand off to Clark. And the tackle is made. Gain of 5 on the play. 6th play of the drive. He'll give it away on a draw. Black wraps him up for the tackle. That will be a loss of 5. Minnesota makes their way to the line here on second down. Hand off to Clark. He'll be brought down up near the 50. That brings up third down. Minnesota sets up on third down. Dropping back, tosses it over to the sideline. Taylor makes the grab, and he's immediately brought down. A huge pickup there by the offense. First and 10 for the offense. He steps back to pass. And it's a sack. Allen brings him down. That brings up second down. Second and long for the offense. Dropping back. Makes the throw near the 35-yard line. It will be caught by Bridges. And he's tackled here. Gain of 10 on the play. Minnesota makes their way up to the line. He makes the throw. Reeled in that long pass. And the tackle is made. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. It looks like we've got a player being helped off the field. First and goal. Hand off to Clark. And the defense brings him down. They'll lose one on the play. Second down and goal for the offense. The receiver goes into motion. He drops back. And he can't get it off before being taken down for the sack. Loss of 9. The defense lines up for another third down. They've been struggling to get a stop here. Dropping back. He throws one. Interception. He's put to the turf. San Antonio gets set to start off the drive. Makes the handoff. And he's tackled here. That'll go for 9 yards. San Antonio makes their way to the line here on second down. Davis hands it off. Atkins wraps him up. That'll go for about 3 yards. First and 10. They'll run a counter play to the outside, and he'll be tackled near the line. They'll pick up a couple yards there, and Minnesota calling a timeout here. That will be their first. San Antonio makes their way to the line here on second down. Davis makes the throw, and he's brought to the turf. A huge pickup there by the offense. First and 10 for the offense. It'll be a run to the left side. He's finally taken down. Gain of 13. First down and 10 to go. He steps back to pass. Bush on the reception. Gain of 13. Seventh play of the drive. Davis makes the touchdown. San Antonio. The kicking team sets up for the extra point. There's the kick. And it sails through. The first score of the game does go to San Antonio. Let's see what they do next. And onto the field comes the kicking team. The kick sails deep. He fields the kickoff. Ripped to the ground. It's a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Steps into the pocket. And the ball is batted down. Minnesota makes their way to the line here on second down. He drops back. He makes the throw over the middle. He reeled that one in. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there by the offense. Minnesota makes their way up to the line. It's grabbed by Tyler. And count it. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The offense sets up for the point after. The kick is up. And it sails through. The offense lines up to kick it off. He sends it off. San Antonio gets set to start off the drive. Davis back to pass. And it's complete to Bowman. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. Gain of 15. First down and 10 to go. Davis back to pass. Looking deep downfield in single coverage. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. 2nd down and 10 to go. Davis back to pass. Bowman hauls that ball in. And he's immediately brought down. Gain of 8 on the play. And Minnesota calling a timeout here. That will be their 2nd of the half. 3rd down. He finds a target on the right side of the field. He grabs it out of the air. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. It's a San Antonio 1st down. Timeout San Antonio. They'll have 2 remaining. 1st down and 10 to go. And it's complete to Bowman. The ball is out. He steps out of bounds. Minnesota getting set to start off the drive. He steps back to pass. The catch is made by Taylor. He steps out of bounds. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. 1st and 10 for the offense. He drops back. A flag on the play. The pass is incomplete. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. Holding is going to be the call. The referee caught him. They'll accept the penalty. 1st down and 10 to go. Tosses it over the middle of the field. He grabs it out of the air. And the tackle is made. Gain of 13. Minnesota calls timeout. That will be their last timeout. 4th play of the drive. He drops back. And the pass is incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense. Dropping back. It's complete to Bridges. And he's tackled. Gain of 13. The offense sets up in a single back set. The clock's going to stop with that spike. The offense is set to try a field goal. Here's the kick. And it's good. Minnesota takes the lead after that score. Here comes the kicking team. He'll boot this one deep into the end zone. The kickoff is fielded. And the return is going to go up near the 15-yard line. San Antonio getting set to start off this drive. He's got a receiver near the 30. The pass is knocked down, incomplete. 2nd play of the drive. Davis tosses it up, and it's deflected down, incomplete. That will do it for the 2nd quarter. Minnesota on top for now with a small lead. The offense lines up to kick it off. He boots it away. Minnesota makes their way up to the line. Player in motion. Fakes the handoff and looks to pass. Brings it down, and down he goes. They covered a lot of ground on that play. A fresh set of downs from Minnesota. Dropping back. And he can't get it off before being taken down for the sack. They'll lose 10 on the play. Minnesota makes their way up to the line. QB back to pass. It's a sack attack. Block got him. Penalty flag on the field. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. It looks like they're going to call a face mask on that play, and they'll accept the penalty. Minnesota makes their way up to the line. He drops back to pass. And down he goes! Another sack for the defense. That brings up second down. A shotgun set for the offense. Hand off to the left side, and he will be brought down by Allen. Loss of 6 on the play. There looks to be a player injured down on the field. He's being helped onto the sideline. Third down. Tosses a pass. Inhaled that pass. He'll be tackled near the 45. Gain of 18 on the play. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. He punts it away. The punt goes into the end zone for a touchback. San Antonio gets set to start off the drive. Player in motion. Davis hands it off. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. That's good for 10 yards. Second play of the drive. Hand off to the left side. And down he goes. Gain of 9 on the play. Davis hands it off. He'll be brought down up near the 50. It's a San Antonio first down. 1st and 10 for the offense. Makes the handoff, and the tackle is made. That brings up second down. The offense will operate from the gun. He drops back to pass. A flag on the play, and down he goes. Thomas on the sack. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. It looks like the defense is going to get flagged for holding, and they'll accept the penalty. Looks like a run pass. Intercepted. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. Minnesota getting set to start off the drive. Inside run. Brought down by Greer. Gain of 15. A pistol set for the offense. He drops back into the pocket. And he's taken down again. Another sack for the defense. Loss of 7. Third play of the drive. He drops back. He finds a target up near the 40. Gain of 4 on the play. Minnesota sets up on third down. He drops back into the pocket. Hold it down. And down he goes. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. First down and 10 to go. Dropping back. Play action pass. He throws one. He pulls it in. And he'll be brought down up near the 5-yard line. That signals the end of the third quarter. Minnesota on top for now with a small lead. Minnesota makes their way up to the line. Hand off to Clark. Black wraps him up for the tackle. Short gain of 2. It looks like we've got a player being helped off the field. 2nd and goal. He hands it to the runner inside, and he won't make it very far before being dragged down. Small gain on the play. 3rd and goal. Handoff, and they are in. Touchdown, Minnesota. They're setting up for the extra point. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. That score extends Minnesota's lead a bit more. Here comes the kicking team. The kick sails deep. The kickoff is caught. And the return is going to go up near the 15-yard line. San Antonio getting set to start off this drive. Motion right. Davis hands it off, and he is down. That's good for 10 yards. It looks like there was an injury on that last play. We'll have to see if he returns. A fresh set of downs for San Antonio. Hands it to the runner on the right side. And he's tackled. It's a San Antonio first down. A fresh set of downs for San Antonio. Davis hands it off, and he's brought down before making it too far. Gain of 1 on the play. The offense comes in on second down. Davis back to pass. Finds a receiver along the sideline, and it's deflected down, incomplete. Double tight ends for the offense. Davis back to pass. Fakes the handoff and looks to pass. And he's immediately brought down. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. A fresh set of downs for San Antonio. The runner takes the pitch left. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. That will be good for about 6. The offense sets up under center. Davis hands it off. Atkins wraps him up. That will go for about 5 yards. San Antonio makes their way up to the line. Davis hands it off. Benson brings him to the ground. Gain of 11. A fresh set of downs for San Antonio. Pitch to the right side. Atkins wraps him up. That gets us to second down. Second down. 7 yards to go. Steps into the pocket. He finds a target. And it's caught for a touchdown. The kicking team lines up for the PAT. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. San Antonio eats away at the lead a bit. The offense lines up to kick it off. The kick's away. First and 10 for the offense. They'll send a player in motion. There's a flag on the play. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. They're going to flag the defense for holding here, and they'll elect to decline the penalty. A huge pickup there by the offense. A fresh set of downs from Minnesota. He steps back to pass. And down he goes. Another sack for the defense. They'll lose 8 on the play. The offense sets up in a single back set. Steps into the pocket. Throws it off to the left side. And he's brought to the turf. Gain of 13. 3 receiver personnel for the offense. third down. He steps back to pass. And the pass falls to the ground. The kicking team lines up for a long field goal attempt. It's up. And it will fall short of the uprights. No good. 1st and 10 for the offense. Davis back to pass. And he'll be sacked in the backfield. They'll lose a ton on that play. 2nd down. Davis back to pass. Looking deep downfield in single coverage. And it's deflected down. Incomplete. The offense comes in on 3rd down. Davis back to pass. Shakes off the first tackle. Breaks the plane. Touchdown, San Antonio. They're setting up for the extra point. It's up. And it sails through. San Antonio takes the lead after that score. Lining up for the kickoff. He'll send this one deep. The kickoff is caught. Shakes off the first tackle. And the tackle is made. It's a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. And he's taken down again. Another sack for the defense. That'll bring up 2nd down. Timeout, Minnesota. They'll have 2 remaining. Minnesota makes their way to the line here on 2nd down. QB back to pass. He flings a pass. Taylor makes the grab. And Greer makes the tackle. A huge pickup there by the offense. Minnesota makes their way up to the line. Dropping back. He's looking deep. The deep throw. It is complete. And count it. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The offense sets up for the point after. The kick is up. And the extra point is good. Minnesota takes the lead after that score. And onto the field comes the kicking team. He boots it away. The kickoff is fielded. He's put to the turf. San Antonio getting set to start off this drive. Davis back to pass. Picked off. He's tackled. Minnesota getting set to start off the drive. Finds a target. It's grabbed by Tyler. And he is tackled. Gain of 20 on the play. It's a timeout call for San Antonio. That will be their first of the half. 1st down and 10 to go. And they'll take a knee here to run down the clock. San Antonio calls for a timeout. That will be their 2nd timeout. 2nd down. And he takes a knee. San Antonio calls for a timeout. That's their final timeout. Minnesota sets up on 3rd down. And he takes a knee to keep the clock running. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. Well, folks, that will do it for us today. On behalf of Axis Football, this is Andy McNamara saying goodbye for now.